Alright, so this is my review of the Greyhill incident. Now, I had waited about an entire year for this game and thought it looked genuinely interesting, as well as a little bit campy like Choo Choo Charles. Kind of, in that way of campy. However, it was not that good. I actually ended up writing down a list of just about everything that I thought here on it, but first on the list, okay. So, walking too slow. Everything in that game was very, very slow paced, except for the AI, apparently. Even the friendly AI was faster than you were. Um, Genuinely don't know what to do about that. Also, the audio on that game. Um, the audio would consistently overlap, and quite frankly, it was not very good audio. Like none of the actual like voice lines were really any good. Um, let's see, the next on the list. No clear objectives. I genuinely spent about like 30 minutes of the 2 hours that I played at that game just trying to figure out what the fuck I was doing. Like I was like a squirrel in water. I had no idea what the fuck to do. It just wasn't great. Wasn't a good time. And next thing on the list. Oh, yes. Yes. That's what I wrote. The character cannot like walk over anything. In fact, you could say he has the Olympic skill of a quadriplegic. Drunk me writes some really weird shit. All right. Yeah, no, it was really bad actually because like he couldn't even walk over like a fallen log that would be maybe like a foot like a foot in height to like step over. So yeah, just about like the worst, just the worst in that. And moving on. Oh yeah, there was no map either in that game. And like none at all. I searched, which actually brings me over to my next one. uh oh yeah, there were like no objective markers. None. The game literally just had you like fumbling around hoping you would find what you needed to find. And quite frankly, like um anything in that game that would be like something you'd have to break or something you'd have to like walk by, that there was no indication that that was something that you could break or move or anything like that. Nothing that there was no indication that you could interact with it. It just looked like the rest of the scenery. It was genuinely not great. um let's see. Oh yes, invisible walls were also another thing in that game. A lot of them. A lot of them. That's all there is to say about that area. Um. Oh yes, yes. Stamina recovery, was like almost non-existent. It took like a billion years to load. So you could run for like 3 seconds. That's the only time you could feel the briskness of the wind lightly brushing against your cheeks. Is when you hit the sprint button, and by sprint I mean like a light jog for like 3 seconds, and then you had to wait like realistically maybe a minute for the stamina bar to reload. Um, Not fun at all. Also, the stealth mechanics in that game were genuinely non-existent. Actually, all you had was crouch. That was it, and the enemies kind of just camped. The enemy AI just kind of camped around the area you needed to be and would just like stand still a good half of the time. So there was no real way to sneak past them. Um, Furthermore, like the audio in that game, like you couldn't tell if the enemy was in the building with you or not. And in a horror game, horror, that's a really important thing to know, like audio. having it actually sound good and being relatively accurate within the world. So that wasn't there. Um, Also, the voices were like really, really quiet while we're on the whole aspect of audio here. It was very quiet, and except for like the whole jump scare music thing that would just like blast your eardrums out of your head into like the wall next to you. Not great. Not great. Let's see. Oh, yes, the I think I covered this already, but the directions being very vague, like or objectives being very vague, like they'd be like collect tinfoil. There's no objective markers though, obviously. And anything that you're supposed to collect doesn't like light up or give any hint at all. This was, once again, things that you're supposed to interact with genuinely have no indication that you can interact with it. Not very good for any game, honestly. Um, just not great. That and a lot of the items that you have to collect, like let's see, tinfoil. That was one in the game there that you had to collect. A lot of them look different from each other, so like yeah, try and help me figure that one out. Um, Next on the list. Oh, I guess that's all of it. That's all my brain could process for the 2 hours that I played that game because I didn't finish it. I did not finish. I couldn't finish it. It was like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being good, I would give it about a negative 1. That's literally worse than Dead Space 3. That's like I would have preferred to get probed by an alien than play that game.